Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. I am James and you're watching Blue Dog Reptiles. Now you may wonder why we're looking at this redneck ghetto bin. Well, that's because unfortunately, and if you saw the thumbnail, you know what's in here. These are actually mud turtles and they're actually buried in right now. I actually need to check on them, so I'm just gonna slowly move my hand around to figure out where they, oh, I found one. And he's completely covered in mud, living up to his name. But there's actually two of them in here, a male and a female. Now, these guys were surrendered, we rescued them. So this isn't a care guide, this is just kind of talking about like an emergency situation. But so the mud turtle is actually a dwarf species. So, I mean, these guys typically only hit like 5 inches, and that's from the base of their tail to just behind their head. And that's actually how turtles and tortoises are measured. You can see down here, this is actually muddy water. And then this up here is, well, it was clean water. They've made a mess of it. But you can see he's heading back down to the swampland, because that's what they do. Now, unfortunately, with these being surrendered to us and all that, okay, I say surrendered, but that's not the case. But legality, I can't get into what happened. But anyway, they came into our possession. We did have our exotic vet come and take, you can see him moving. We had our exotic vet come and take a look at them to see if they were all right. Just to verify that they were healthy. The female that's in here actually does have a little bit of an eye issue, but it might be due to stress or being too cold or improper care. There's so much that could be a variable there. And my hands are once again muddy. Now, I get it. Sometimes we fall in hard times and we can't take care of our animals, but there are better ways than... If you reach out, there are so many different, what do you call them, resources that would happily take animals like this. I have a hard time saying no to animals that are in need. We've had animals before that were dumped at our doorstep, and unfortunately they were during winter. We actually had a bearded dragon and a ball python that were done that way, and they both passed. They weren't in the greatest of health at all to begin with, but then they were left out in the cold and they just passed away. I would honestly rather someone call me than just leave them outside our doorstep. Now, what's going to happen with these two? So first off, Dr. Merkwan, our exotic vet, is reaching out to his contacts because we need to know what species of mud turtles these are. Now, by the thumbnail, if you guys can tell me, or if you know what species of mud turtle this is, please let me know in the comments. Now, in Nebraska, there are a lot of protected species of turtles, some of them being mud turtles. Now, we need to find out if these animals are even legal to own. If they're not, then we will contact, typically what has to happen is we contact Game and Parks and the Department of Agriculture. They do an investigation as to where the animals came from, and then we surrender them over, or we sign them over to them. Are you still making it's just like bloop 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 bloop. Where's your girlfriend? Is she buried in? Now, if we can identify and notice that like these guys are okay and they're legal to have, I bet they're both down here. Don't bite my finger. Okay, there's one. Where's your girlfriend? I would have thought for sure she might be buried up here. She was doing some digging. Now, if we find out that these guys are legal to own, then what we'll do is we'll find them good homes, someone that can take care of them properly. A little bit about mud turtles. They're actually not the greatest of swimmers, and so hence why I have a bowl in here with rock in it so that they can get in and out and they don't get stuck. The water that's over here, the mucky that they apparently prefer, is only a couple of inches deep. And then you can see it's saturated across the bottom, and then we have plenty of dry because these guys love to dig. So if you can figure out and tell us what these turtles are, we would be forever in your debt. We'd greatly appreciate that. All we did to set them up temporarily, we have a ceramic in here emitting low heat, and then we have a UVB in here as well. So I was not prepared for these guys. Thankfully I had this bin set aside, and I have a million spare lights, so that's always good. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Tell us what you guys think about people that dump animals. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I get it. Sometimes we fall in hard times and, you know, we have to get rid of animals. There are plenty of people out in this world that would happily take it from you. So there are always options. But let us know what you guys think in the comments below. I appreciate you guys very much for watching our videos. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. And we will see you all next week.